Yo, welcome to another episode, the first episode of 2018 Creepy Old Crypt. A lot of people thought we were done. A lot of people thought no more episodes. We're here to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't one in January.
Nope. We were doing, like, working hard, getting sick, all that stuff.
Yeah, we were either moving or dying.
Yep.
We were very ill in multiple ways in January, so we were just like, nope, it's not happening. We'll do 2 this month. Yeah, we'll make up for lost time later. But anyway, we're here now with a very important episode. This is one of the most serious episodes yet. We've been talking about this for a while. It's the anniversary of a controversial part of Disneyland.
Very dividing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here in California, you know, people get split on the issue of Toontown. It's the little animated corner of the park that often gets disregarded or not visited.
Yeah.
But
it's in a quiet, like, you have to go under a bridge.
Yes.
And then it's like, it's kind of tucked away from the park.
It is, yeah, it is kind of, it's really out of the way.
It is.
So you don't always think of coming here, but also because of its content, some people don't want to come here either.
No.
It's kind of a, I don't know, it's very polarizing. People love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I really don't feel like there's anyone who's like, oh yeah, I occasionally go to Toontown. It's like, that's either like, oh, it's my childhood, or you hate it.
Really?
Right? That's what I seem to pick up.
I could do it, like, it depends, because, like, I do have nostalgia for this place. I played
Really?
here,
For Toontown?
For Toontown. I
No
played here
kidding.
when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like, I had fun when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And that's it. I had fun when I was a kid. I don't need to come here all the time now. But I remember playing here all the time, and this place is pretty much untouched.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it really is, huh?
I remember messing with those. I remember doing that.
Yeah.
And I had fun when I was a kid, but I don't need to come here as an adult.
Yeah.
Very often.
Have they? That's a good point, though. Have they updated very much here at all?
They really the only.
What have they updated?
The only changes they've made is taking stuff out.
Yeah.
Like, that's all they've done.
There was a trolley, right?
Yep,
Whoops.
they have one parked. You can't see it, but it's like just sitting there all the time.
Yeah.
There used to be trolleys going all the way around, and they kind of like the track kind of meanders like in a cartoony way, and has like I think it like wobbles too as you go. I haven't seen those run in 20 years.
No, I think those are done.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I don't think. Is there even like a track for that anymore?
Oh, yeah, it's all still
Oh,
there.
the track is there.
Everything's there.
Yeah. They just don't run it.
They don't run it.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Anyway, for me, I don't really have You know, it's funny because I think I see there's a lot of people I know who Toontown is dear to, and they're all kind of young people I know that are younger than me. So I thought, oh, maybe it's, you know, like a childhood, whatever. They were just young enough that it came at the perfect time, and maybe I was too old. But I think back, and I did come here as a kid.
Yeah.
So it's not like I didn't.
I remember coming here before it opened. I remember seeing the dirt.
Yeah.
I remember looking through the thing coming soon, and it was all construction.
And I think for me what it was, now when they announced Toontown, I thought that was an awesome concept. Mm-hmm. And when I came here, I liked it. It wasn't like I came here and, oh, I hate this.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like that. But I think for me, Toontown, and again, if you don't know, just to clarify, if you don't know what it is, it's like they recreated Toontown, you know, like a cartoon, like almost like Roger Rabbit, like Toontown.
This is where the cartoons live.
Yeah, the cartoons live here. Yeah, exactly. Except here it's Mickey's Toontown.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that concept, when they were building it, oh my God, I mean, I'm in love with Roger Rabbit as a kid, and now, I mean, I still love that movie. But anyway, so I just didn't, so I was blown away by that concept. I was really excited for it. And when I came here, I was probably like fifth grade, about fifth grade probably. And so maybe I was older than some people were when they first went here. I don't know, but I thought it was cool. I enjoyed it, but I didn't find myself ever like dying to come back.
Really?
I just found myself...
I didn't come here very often as a kid.
Yeah.
It was a big special occasion,
yeah,
so I did come here every time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah.
Well, I think the next time I came was in 7th grade, and by that point, I didn't really want to come here.
Yeah.
And you know, maybe I was older, whatever. But I enjoyed everything else in the park just as much as I did the last time.
I think that, it's the same thing with like Tom Sawyer Island for me. I like some areas. I don't need a bunch of rides.
Yeah.
I like exploring.
Yeah.
I like just seeing what's over there. Oh, we're going through this house, like, and it's full of stuff. What's in here?
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. As a kid, I was super into exploring, figuring out just doing all that stuff, and that's all this is. It has one ride pretty much.
Yeah.
Actually, if you count the Gadgets Go, which I never went on until like maybe a year ago.
No, yeah, I never went on that.
Awful. Like, it's the shortest, dumbest roller coaster. Who cares?
Yeah.
But other than that, like I remember exploring this place as a kid, and that's still kind of like memories for me.
Yeah.
I don't need to come here, but that's why I come here.
Yeah, I think for me, when I was younger, again, not even that it was bad, but I think for me the difference was why I thought Disneyland was cool, and I realized that as I got older too, like when I came back here, like I said, in junior high and then in high school and stuff. I think why I liked it all is that it all felt very, even though Disneyland has this very like candy-like image, everything in Disneyland is kind of like real. Yeah. I mean, and what I mean by that is like New Orleans Square is very like dark,
on real life.
Lived in. Yeah, it's very dark and lived in, and even fantasy, even as sugary as Fantasyland is, it's still a European village.
Yeah,
it all feels very tangible and real, and I think, sorry, I'm dying. I think Toontown has a lot of like, oh wow, it's like a cartoon, and then there's photo ops. But I just felt like after I did all of those, it felt a little more touristy to me than the rest of the park. I think that's why, I wasn't like dying for repeat visits.
This isn't like a destination in the park.
Yeah,
basically, you come and check it out, and then you go on with your day.
Yeah. Unlike for me, I would always want to go to New Orleans Square. I'd go on Pirates at Haunted Mansion 20 times, and I still do that every time I come here. You know, it all felt very tangible, whereas Toontown was kind of a touristy thing.
Yeah, there's nothing I feel I need to go on
here.
Ever.
Yeah, exactly. But that being said, there were still things I liked in it. It's not like I'm totally trashing it, you know, whatever. I do think that one thing that is cool that parks have is when they have stuff that's explorable.
Yeah.
Stuff you can explore, and that's what Tom Sawyer Island is great about. Is like, you know, I didn't really go there a ton when I was a kid, but when I eventually did, it was cool because it was like, wow, it's all caves and stuff. Like, as a kid, what more do you want to explore than creepy caves and stuff? You know, so I love that.
Yeah.
You know, but the one thing I will say is I do like that. My favorite thing here in Toontown, personally, is that they have a fully walkthroughable, I know that's a term, Mickey's house.
Yeah.
I think the Mickey's house walkthrough is really cool. And as a kid, and even when I came back later in life, I was like, this is pretty cool. I dig that.
Yeah.
What were we going to say?
I don't like that you get kind of forced into a meet and greet at the end.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Like, I don't need to meet Mickey.
No,
I'll just
I
walk
agree.
through there. And I wondered if that was like, oh, did they just start doing that? Like, no, they were doing that in the 90s. Like, they were just like, okay, meet Mickey. Mickey's coming up, and then you go to this room and like, I don't want to see Mickey.
Yeah, I don't want to meet him. I'm ready to get out of here.
I'm ready to get out.
But you can go through an exit, though,
I think
right?
you can.
Yeah. So anyway, but I just thought the detail in this walkthrough. So you basically walk through his entire house.
Yeah.
And it's almost like you go through his living room and through all kinds of stuff. And there's like you make your way to a studio in the back where he's like making a cartoon, basically. Yeah. That's what it is. And so, but there's so many little details in his house, and the dishwasher, and everything is cartoony. You know, the dishwasher has fish in it.
Yeah, I think the oven, I don't know if this is Minnie's house or Mickey's house, but the oven has a cake that rises and falls as it bakes.
Yeah, I think that's Minnie's house.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that. Don't you have a story with Derek in Mickey's house?
Yeah, Mickey's house. We came to Toontown one night when it was super dead at Disneyland, and there was like no one here, and they were just shutting down Toontown.
Yeah, if it's dead at Disneyland, it's even more dead here.
Exactly.
Like,
and they were just shutting everything down.
Yeah.
And they left Mickey's house open. They left Mickey's house open while it was closing.
Yeah.
And we snuck in, and it was the scariest thing. That was the scariest experience, I think, in Disneyland history for me. Walking through Mickey's house, where everything is like and moving and pulsing and whatever, but completely alone. Then it became it was scary. The Haunted Mansion was never that scary, but anyway, we made our way through. It was like a Resident Evil level from hell.
Yeah.
Well, if it's cartoony, maybe it wouldn't be from hell. From heaven, whatever. Anyway. So yeah, even as a kid, and even now I can appreciate that something to explore like that, because I do think you need stuff like that. Explorable stuff is one thing that Disneyland Paris does so well.
Yep.
Every land has, like, you know, in Discovery Land, there's Captain Nemo's sub, and in under the castle you can go see a dragon.
So many cool spots where you just go, what's in here? And then you look, and they don't really tell you what's in there.
Exactly, yeah. So explorable stuff is cool. So anyway, so I do like Mickey's house. And as you mentioned, you can go to Minnie's house too.
It's right next door.
And it's not as big, but there is stuff to look at.
Yeah.
And again, there is a meet and greet usually at the end of that. But you can just bypass it.
There's a couple more. I think Chip and Dale have a house here. Donald and Goofy.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay, so what were those houses all about? 'Cause I can't... Chip and Dale's house. I have not even been there.
Chip and Dale's house was a tree house.
That's right. Yeah.
And basically it was, you go up like an area, like a ladder or a staircase, and check out stuff in there. And there used to be a slide out. You used to be able to go check it out, and then you could slide down to get out of there.
Oh, that's what it was.
And they took that out.
Oh, they did?
That is gone. You can see the spot where it used to be.
Really?
But it is not there anymore.
Why don't they want you to slide out?
No idea. I think I've read that there were decorative acorns on the slide or something.
Yeah.
And somebody hit their knee on it, and it messed them up.
Ooh.
So they kind of just yanked those.
Oh, geez.
Or at least cut the acorns off.
Okay, and that's great. Oh, I want to just clarify too. This is a new year, Creepy Old Crypt. Some people are new to the show. We do not go on Wikipedia before this or like read books up on this. This is all stuff we hear, and it's all conversational.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe someone got decapitated on an acorn.
Yep.
And maybe someone didn't. I don't. I mean, I trust you. I think it happened, but we're just. It's purely conversational. So, you know, if a kid died or not, that's not on us. We're just talking, and you can listen or not. Anyway.
Yep.
But I think I heard that too.
Yes, I read it somewhere.
I think I heard that too.
But it also had a ball pit.
Yeah.
In there. It just
can't go wrong with a ball pit.
Yeah. And that pit is still there.
Okay.
But there are no balls left in it, and it's just like netted off.
No, wow. There's
There's
nothing sadder than a ball pit with no balls.
Yep. It's just an empty hole that's walled off, netted off, so you can't get into it.
Wow.
And that's
cool. Sounds fun.
Other than like changes and stuff.
Yeah.
Goofy's house has changed completely. And
now this I remember. Okay, so what was this all about?
Goofy's house used to be a jump house. Basically, it was Goofy's house, except the entire bottom area was bouncy, inflatable. And and basically you go in and you would jump around.
Yeah, it was Goofy's bounce house.
Yeah,
I remember it. I remember seeing that on the map when I came here.
I remember them saying, you cannot go above this line. There used to be a big line painted on the walls on Goofy's house.
Oh,
and you were not allowed to go above that.
Yeah, like to jump that high?
Yeah, jump that high or climb up.
I do remember that.
Beyond that.
Yeah.
And do that. And I remember them like going, you cannot go above that.
Yeah.
And it was a bouncy castle, and it was a nightmare pretty much for the cast members. Obviously, I don't know when they changed it. It is not a bouncy house anymore. It is a normal house.
Really?
I don't think I've ever been in there since they changed it.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't think I have since they changed it.
Not a bouncy house anymore. I think I've looked inside.
Yeah.
That line's gone and everything. But they converted it. I think that was too hard on cast members.
Yeah.
And there may have been injuries. I don't know.
I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, if there's kids bouncing everywhere,
Yeah.
That's insane.
And Donald's house was just a boat. It was like something.
And you could play around on the boat, right? Yeah, that was.
I think you could just like use the steering wheel and stuff.
See that's one thing I was disappointed at, and maybe I would have liked it if I was younger when I came here.
Yeah.
But when I came here originally as a kid, I was kind of hoping everyone's house would be explorable like Mickey's.
Yeah.
So when I was like, oh, Donald's house and this one and this one,
all the time and effort into
Mickey's. Yeah, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't want to play on this boat.
Yeah.
And Goofy's, I was like too big. I was like, I was just not gonna bounce around in there. But anyway,
right next to Chippendales is where Gadget's Go Coaster is.
Okay, so Gadget's Go Coaster.
That's basically just a roller coaster. It looks like it's made out of Tinker Toys and things like that.
Like a kid's roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And basically, it's a minute-long roller coaster. If that.
It really is about a minute, right?
It's not long. It's not long at all, and it's not that fun. Like it's whatever.
You know, when I would come here, like when I was in like college, I had friends that wanted to go on that all the time. Why? Because it was like, oh, there's no line, and it's just quick, and but it's like I don't know.
It's a dumb roller coaster.
I don't really want to go on it.
Yeah. Now, where all of the money went pretty much in this place was the big dark ride they put in.
Yes.
Yeah, the Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin.
Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin. Is that what? That's officially what it's called, right? Yeah, it's over there. But anyway, Roger Rabbit is the big kahuna of the rides here, as it should be, because that I associate. See, it's Mickey's Toontown, but I associate it with Roger Rabbit.
I still
because that inspired it.
There's a fountain, and it's all Roger Rabbit.
Yeah,
and it's like it's Roger Rabbit's land.
Yeah,
like it's not that. But
what was the year? Just real quick, sorry. What was the year that this opened? 93.
I think it's 93. That's
I think so too. Which was only a few years after Roger Rabbit came out. Anyway, sorry.
But in terms of that dark ride, it's kind of all over the place.
I can never make up my mind on that ride.
The ride, I remember it as a kid, and I rode it as a kid, so I have memories of it, and that kind of seeing that again, because again, unchanged, nothing is.
Yeah, really, they have not changed it.
Yeah, nothing's touched in there.
Yeah, in 25 years.
But there's no like story to it. It's just
kind of.
I think it's just modeled after crazy cartoons of the
You got the bull. You got the scene where there's a bull. You're a bull in a. There's a bull in a china closet.
It's just.
So I repeated myself.
It's a madhouse.
Yeah.
But
exactly. It's like you're getting slung through cartoon stuff. Yeah, that's it.
The actual ride is whatever.
Yeah.
But
but then
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. But then again, to be fair.
Yeah.
You say there's kind of no story to it.
Yeah.
But I will say, to the credit of the ride, it is very Fantasyland ride.
Yes.
Which Fantasyland, I mean, in Snow White, you're just getting flung into scary stuff.
Yep.
Pinocchio follows the story, I guess. But that was Bill Law later. But, like, Peter Pan, I don't know if there's a story, it's just that you can fly.
It's just, here's kind of like the scenes from the movie.
Yeah, so it is in that vein. Yeah. It's more of the Roger Rabbit experience.
Plus, they did a new ride system with it. That's that basically you drive the car and you can spin around or not, whichever one you want to do. It's like a teacup on a dark ride. Yeah, you can actually spin yourself as you travel through the ride. Yeah. Which leads us to the most fun part of the podcast. The unfortunate test run of that ride system. You know about that? No. Oh,
the incident?
Yes, I do know the incident.
No. Yeah. That was not good. Someone did pass away on the ride.
Yes. Someone passed away on the ride, but much later.
Yes.
I believe they were injured and they were really they were messed up for the rest of their life. Yeah. And then passed away I think the last 10 years or 5 years or something like that.
Was it? I thought it was just later when they went to the.
I'm not sure.
Can't remember.
I think I read that it was years after they did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I thought it was just after they left or whatever, but.
It could be. I don't know.
I might be wrong though. I have no.
Be the same person.
I'm not. I have nothing to base that off of. I just thought that.
Again, we're just going off what we hear.
Yeah, this is none of these facts may be facts at all, but it flung this kid right out of the car.
Apparently, I've read on the Wikipedia of injuries and stuff here, and they got pinned out of the car or something.
Yeah,
and it's been they put safety issues, but why? They should have put that in before.
Yeah, well, and from what maybe I'm wrong, but I think it flung you a lot more before.
Really?
I think it spun you a lot harder before or something. I know it's different than back then, in some way. But that was rough. I remember hearing about that, and it was like, ugh. So anyway, that was really unfortunate. Yeah. But anyway, they've adjusted all that stuff. Nothing's ever happened since that I know of.
Yep.
But yeah, that was kind of a dark cloud over it for a while. I felt like it was kind of hard to not think about that. But But anyway, but the ride. Anyway, to bring it back to a more positive place. Yeah, the ride just flings you through a bunch of cartoon stuff. Now, I will say this. I go back and forth on the ride. It is it's a Fantasyland ride.
Yeah.
So they succeeded in that department. But as you said, it's not even, to me, it's not even that it needs a story. Because even like Pirates doesn't really have a story. It's not even, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's not like a plot, but it's just, why am I doing all this? Kind of, it's just kind of a lot of sparse, weird scenes.
Yep.
You know, even Pirates, it doesn't have a story, but you're just in the thick of a pirate's village.
Yeah.
You know, and that's enough.
I will say,
you know,
that,
but with this, it's kind of hard to justify what are we doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some of the scenes are cool that I've never seen in a dark ride. I still to this day like the scene where everything is you're basically falling through the sky.
Yes.
So everything is on its side.
Yeah.
So basically, you look like you're falling through a skyscraper.
It seems like you're falling.
The circular stairways all around like the walls and everything.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
However,
Good.
Something I learned just recently. Now when I get to that part, I go, oh, because I found out that ride had major budget cuts.
Really?
I didn't know this until recently, and there's something you can go look at yourself, and when you walk over there, you're gonna go, oh, 'cause I didn't know this.
Yeah.
During that part, so that it's supposed to be like you're falling out of a skyscraper, like you said.
Yeah, and you glass cracks and you.
It was supposed to send you. You were supposed to go up a ramp, like during that part, and go onto a second story where you're above. And actually, I might have that reversed. Maybe I'm wrong. Where maybe you go up above to a second layer, and then the descent is like you're falling.
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If you go look at the Roger Rabbit ride right now, like outside,
Yeah.
there's a whole balcony area. It was supposed to go up and around that.
Really?
There's a whole second story, and they went at the last minute. Now
was it supposed to go outside, like Alice in Wonderland?
Yep.
Oh, really?
You could see it. It's
I'll
set up
check
that
it
way.
out.
Yeah, it blew my mind when that was pointed out to me. I was like, "That's always been here. Like, there's a second story to it."
Stop cutting budgets.
Yeah.
Like, spend all your money. Like,
really?
I'm sick of all this budget cut stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know, it seems like as time goes on, you realize how much of the company was hurt by Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
Or Euro Disney at the time.
It did not do well.
But when did Euro Disney open? Was it that early? I can't remember.
Disney, I think it was early 90s.
Okay, yeah, because I feel like for like 10 years that was the excuse.
Yeah.
California Adventure, it was like, yeah, well, you know, hurting from Euro Disney.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tomorrowland.
You hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Every Disney, like they built that park and it didn't do well.
Yeah.
And it sucked money out of every park.
So I wonder when that started and when that ended.
I don't know.
So we could be totally off on that. Again, not Wikipedia here, but I wish I knew. But anyway, so that did get slashed. But it'll blow your mind when you look at that. The second story is right there.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I could not believe that when I never knew about it. But anyway, so yeah, I walk a line with the ride. But you know, I have to say, I think a lot of my reservation on it is partially because, like, honestly, because the wait time. I feel like that ride,
it can get long.
It's slow to load or something, and the wait time for that ride is always bad. I feel like it's always bad. And maybe if it was always pretty good, or maybe it was better, I would be a lot more inclined to like, oh yeah, Roger Rabbit. But I just always associate negative things with it, I guess. It's just because it's like, oh man, like the ride's okay, and I gotta wait that long for it. However, I will say my favorite part of the ride,
I know where this is going. I agree.
Is not the ride.
Nope.
It is the queue that you wait in. They did such a great job. Even though you have to wait a long time for the ride.
It's so cool.
Yeah, the line for it is awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
You're basically going to like the back alleys of Toontown.
Yeah.
You're going like behind the what is the club called that like Jessica Rabbit plays at? I can't remember.
It's on the tip of my tongue. It's gonna kill me when I put this up later.
Whatever.
Maroon cartoon, whatever. Arcade. I don't.
Yeah, but it's basically that club, and you can you go.
The Ink and Paint Club.
Ink and Paint Club.
Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
Ink and Paint Club.
Yeah.
Okay, I think so.
And
anyway,
you go like the backstage area where you see all the props.
Yeah.
The changing rooms. You can hear the dueling pianos behind the stage door.
Yeah.
All this stuff, and then it goes on like back streets.
Yeah.
The hideout, the Weasel's hideout, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. What's especially hilarious too is seeing all that in the context of Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because you realize you go by like Jessica Rabbit's like dressing room, and you're like, man, they would never add that character to anything Disney related now.
No.
And then you go by Baby Harry.
Yeah.
Baby Harry's thing,
Got a big cigar.
and he's smoking a cigar, and it's like they'd never have a character like that now.
Nope.
It's like it's just a cavalcade of things that Disney would not do nowadays. But anyway, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, you could walk up to the club door, and the bouncer, the giant gorilla, like opens the window and looks at you and tells you to get out and closes it. The whole queue is so well done, and it took me years before I realized. I was like, oh yeah, there's like, you know, there's like holes in the wall where you could see part of the ride, holes in the wall where you'd see the other room, people next to you.
You can look through and see the actual like cars going on.
Yeah, the ride is going on. Yeah, and it took me years to realize that there's almost kind of a story to the queue. There's a pipe above Jessica Rabbit's dressing room, I believe.
Really?
And it's once it goes over a room, it's broken open.
Oh, yeah.
Like somebody busted it because throughout the entire queue, there's a machine pumping dip.
Yeah, on the other side.
Which kills Toons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like somebody tried to break the pipe, and all those holes you see are where it leaks out. So like, they were cartoon walls, and now they've erased.
Because the dip's gone on.
Yeah, the dip. Yeah. And I thought it took me like my whole life to realize that. I was like,
that's so cool.
I was like, oh, all these little windows and things you can see through are dissolved parts.
Yeah.
Because the dip went there. I mean, that was such a cool idea. I never realized that. So they did such a great job with the queue for it. That is definitely, I think, the best part of the ride.
Yeah.
Where you could just explore it and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool.
So it's like a trade. A lot of the places around here are like a trade-off. It's like there's some cool parts, there's some not cool parts.
Yeah.
And it's in this weird middle ground.
Yes.
Of is it like worth ever seeing or not?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and things like I said that are like touristy, almost like photo ops.
Yeah.
Not really photo ops, but just things that like are really cool to check out once, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, so what we have over here is like they have the there's like an explosive factory over here.
Yes.
And out in front of it, they have a plunger, and if you know, and that was one thing I loved as a kid. Is that you could walk up to it and plunge it, and you will get an explosion.
Yeah. Depends. It's random.
Oh, is it really?
You'll push it down, and it'll go, and it'll make a honk noise or something like that. But if you get it right, if you do it, strobes will come off, smoke will come out.
Really?
And all fireworks sounds. It's really cool.
Oh, okay. Because I've seen that. I have seen that happen.
Yeah.
And now, I seem to remember that when I was younger, and maybe it was just my young ears, it was like 10 times louder.
Yeah, it may be.
And I think we were here once with our friend Rob Cheeto.
Yeah.
And I feel like he talked to me about it. He's like, yeah, they quieted it down.
I bet.
Because I feel like when I was younger, it was like make you jump loud.
Yeah.
Like the explosion was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I feel like they chilled out on that. I feel like that's right. I don't know. So anybody out there, if you remember, because I swore when there was that explosion, I was like terrified as a kid. Yeah, I thought so, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm nuts.
One thing that scared me was the electric power supply.
Yeah, what was that all about?
It's a door that just says like Acme Power Supply or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And you go up to it, and as soon as you open it, strobe lights come through the window, and it's the loudest.
Oh.
It's just.
Whoa. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It scares it still gets people today. I see it all the time.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I remember that. I remember messing with the explosive thing. I remember there is a weight set over there where the bar is rubber, and it looks like you can
lift it up.
You're trying to pick it up, and it looks like you're stretching it, like it's not, you know.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, excuse me. That's mine. Thank you. Anyway, you can't smoke here. Anyway, let's see. No, it's okay. No, I just went for it. But anyway, anyway, it looks like you're lifting it. And then there's like a jail you can go in, and the bars are rubber, and you can like bend it as a kid, you know.
And that's what I mean, like with photo ops. And
it's like touristy stuff. It's like, look, it looks like I'm bending it, but then I'm done,
it.
you know. Yeah, so, you know, I thought all that was really cool as a kid, but then I was like, good.
Yeah.
It just, like I said, it didn't feel tangible. It just felt like, cool. Oh, wow, cool, thing to, like I said, photo op.
Yeah.
But they got the post office in there, too, where you can
pull, like, their mail slots?
Yes. Yeah, their mail slots, each one, if you pull on it, you get there's
a
like...
message or something.
Yeah, they say, I hope I get a letter. Ooh, please. Whatever.
Isn't there a phone you can pick up somewhere around here, too? It's been a while since I've been in that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think there was something to pick up.
There's also safes, not safes, but crates, like a shipments come in of stuff.
Yes.
And you can open them up, but they don't open up all the way. They just make noises. So one is like all springs, and it has all these spring noises. And
yeah, different things to interact with.
Yeah.
There's a lot of interactive stuff. So yeah, I mean, all that was cool the first time I saw it. I thought it was neat. One thing that's over here that I will say I was disappointed even the first time I came here is that they've got this giant, like, City Hall building.
Yeah. It's like a nice, like, facade and stuff.
Huge facade of the City Hall, but you cannot go in it.
No, there's nothing.
There's nothing in it. So
the whole facade is just a wall.
So why is that there?
It's a fancy wall.
It looks like you should be able to go into that.
I wonder if budget cuts, like... I
don't know. Or if honestly, it probably is just a wall for the show buildings here or whatever. And they went, well, I'll make it look like more of the city. But it's so theatrically done, that looks like you can go in there.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm sure people walk up to it all the time. It's right here.
Now, I have heard a rumor. There's been a rumor going around for a while. Now, over in Florida, they just closed the Great Movie Ride.
Yeah.
Which I can't stand. That was like the only thing I liked in Hollywood Studios over there, personally. I mean, I know Tower of Terror is fine, whatever, but I don't really go on that. Great Movie Ride was my thing. It was cheesy, slow, dark ride. I loved it. But anyway, they're getting rid of that, and they're doing Mickey's Runaway Railroad or something. It's like, it's based on, like, animated Mickey cartoons, like the newer ones that are kind of done in a sort of a 20s style, sort of.
Yeah.
I like those, actually. I think those shorts are really good. I think the concept of the ride and everything sounds cool. I think it's awesome they're doing it. I just wish they didn't get rid of the... Why do they have to get rid of the Great Movie Ride to do it? Yeah. But anyway, so that kind of killed the buzz on that ride to me. It's like, well, I don't care about the new one. You killed one of my favorite old ones.
Yeah.
So that kind of killed the buzz on that. However, there have been rumors that they want to add it here. And to me, that there has never been a better fit. I mean, a Mickey cartoon ride in Toontown. That
where would they put it? Like,
that's where they should put it. You should be able to go in there.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. See, I don't even know if they have the room backstage.
Space-wise, I don't know.
Because I wonder how much Star Wars takes up.
A lot of people thought this wasn't going to survive Star Wars.
Yes, yeah.
They were like, there's no way this is good. Because Star Wars is basically right over there.
Yeah.
And you can actually see the tip of it right there.
Oh, you can. Yeah, which, by the way, have you seen the peaks that they're building? Oh my God, the mountains! I didn't realize they were going to be that tall. Yep. Anyway, sorry, not to derail.
But everyone was blown away that this survived Star Wars.
Yeah, everyone thought this was going to be bulldozed because it was. We should say this was bulldozed in Florida. They had a Toontown and it's gone.
They made they expanded their Fantasyland, like their
yes, they expanded Fantasyland.
That Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs ride, right? I think.
Yeah, the mine train.
That whole area, I think, expanded into Toontown.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like the Dumbo. And
I'm not exactly sure where everything is placed, but I think it was. Yeah, I think it was that. Which I don't really have an opinion on because I didn't really go to Disney World until like a year or two ago. But the Fantasyland expansion seems nice, but it doesn't seem like they added a lot. Like it was kind of like, okay, the coaster thing. I guess.
It's like now they have two Dumbos,
and they have like a couple.
I don't ride that.
Well, a couple Beauty and the Beast restaurants or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe people have a better perspective on that than me.
The Seven Dwarfs ride was fun, but I don't like that whole Fantasyland area. I don't really like.
Yeah, Fantasyland. Now we're derailing.
Yeah,
Fantasyland in Disney World, I didn't really care for. It felt very theme parky to me.
Yeah.
Whereas their Tomorrowland, I thought was way better. Personally.
Yeah.
Whereas you come here, and I think our Fantasyland is the best. And our Tomorrowland is in a very sad place.
Yeah.
But, so give and take.
Yeah.
Anyway,
there's a lot of little details around here that I forgot about, but like, there's like drinking fountains over there that actually, I think there's like speakers in the drains.
Yeah.
Because sounds will come out of them, and they'll actually the water level will change on you.
Oh, really?
As you're drinking, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think I remember that. And am I wrong? At one point, didn't the water have colors? Am I crazy?
Know, like light or
no? Like so at one point, like the water was colored.
Really, I don't remember that.
Maybe I'm making that up, but I thought because there's even a sign over there that lists the different colors.
Really?
And it's still there.
Oh,
but
maybe
I can't remember if that was an actual thing they did.
That's interesting. Yeah.
But I do know it's right by it's like they have a gas station.
Yep.
And in the gas or whatever it is, there's like fish in the tank and stuff like that.
In the like pump gas.
There's a lot of little cute details. I mean, there's good details. You know, I don't mean to sound like I'm always, talking crap on it necessarily, but I don't know. But yeah, full of little fun things to see. At the least, you'll get one good visit out of being here. The only thing is, like I said, it's just not really a repeat visit place. And we've done our event, shameless plug, but there's the event that we do every year, Mega 64 Game Days. We've done it like 7 years, and we've still never come here.
No.
I want to say that we did the first year.
I know.
Because
was it? I can't remember.
Because the first year we only had probably like 40 people.
Yeah.
Now, of course, now we have hundreds and hundreds. But that first year we had like 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was one of those classic... Now, I'm going to call him out, but Derek has always loved... Our friend Derek has always loved Toontown. And always, every time, like back when I was in college, and we would come here a lot, I'd go with him. I still come here a lot, but he doesn't have a pass anymore. But anyway, when he would come here a lot, it was always, come on, guys, let's go to Toontown. Why don't we go to Toontown? And then we'd get here, and it was like, I don't really want to do anything. And I think the first game days, I think we did come over here.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't you want to go to Toontown? Yeah. And then once we got here, it was kind of like, do we walk through the house? We have a lot of people. I don't know if we can. Roger Rabbit is like an hour and a half wait. All right, never mind. We just walked out. I think that's what happened, and we've never come back. So it's just like, it's not... I don't know. It is what it is. So, yeah. Anything else to report from that? And we should say, again, Mickey's Toontown is really, like, kind of gated off as its own area.
They close it for the fireworks.
Yeah.
Because apparently, I believe they shoot the fireworks off, right nearby, and this is too close.
Ironically, the place with the firework factory facade here, and that's where they launch them. Yeah. Supposedly. But
you actually have to go through, like, an entrance, like, it dips under the tracks of the train. It's in the railroad.
Yeah.
And it's like gated off. When it's closed, it's just this big old gate that you can't go through.
So it really is secluded, and it's and already off the beaten path is It's a Small World. That's already in its own corner, and it's past that.
Yep.
And from what I understand, I think they shaved off a hair of the Small World facade when they built this place.
Really?
I didn't know that until recently, but I guess they chopped just a hair of it off.
Okay. I did learn from a cast member that was here, was talking to us about it, that the ride buildings for Small World and Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin are so close to each other that you can actually, one side, hear Roger Rabbit music, and the other side hear Small World music.
There's a certain type of exit, I've heard that too, where if you step there, you can hear both going on at the same time. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, other than that, I mean, not much else to report. I know. That's Toontown in a nutshell. Love it or hate it. I'm curious what people at home think about it, because I really do feel like it might be the most polarizing area. Like, if you ask people about New Orleans Square or Tomorrowland or whatever, you're not going to hear polarized whatever, but Toontown you do. It's like, no, bulldoze Toontown.
Yeah, some
or
people
no,
love it, dear to their hearts, and some people hate it.
Interesting, Anyway, now I will say this. Some people may hate. Some people may hate on me for this. As you brought up the Toontown, or when Star Wars Land was getting announced, and people thought they were going to bulldoze this. And they didn't. They were like, no, we're going to spare Toontown. And instead, what they did is they bulldozed the whole ranch area. There was a whole ranch area in Frontierland. They took that and they took a ton of behind-the-scenes buildings.
Yeah.
So the behind-the-scenes buildings, that's great because that doesn't affect us at all. But we did lose the ranch. Now, I'm going to say 99% of the ranch area was useless. I mean, there was like a lot of unused space. Or places to pet a goat. Personally, I don't care about that. No. That's just me. However, I liked the all-you-can-eat barbecue.
That was such a quaint, like, really Western restaurant that I would bulldoze to this place in a second.
I was just gonna say, I wish
keep that.
I would. That's why I think people will hate on me, but I would have sacrificed Toontown.
And it's not even just it's all you can, like. It's not just the food. The food isn't even like the best barbecue.
Well, it's a good factor. It's a good factor.
It's good barbecue, but it's not the best.
Yeah,
but
sure.
it's like there's live music, like
they're
singing country songs. You can order like cobbler, all these like really down-home country cooking type things.
It was
you can't get that anywhere around here.
It was an authentically Frontierland thing.
Yeah.
It felt, you had the old ass guy dressed as a cowboy coming to your table with an acoustic guitar, happy trails to you. It felt very sweet in that Disneyland Frontierland way. And I would, if it was between just keeping that, if it was bulldoze all of Toontown just to keep that little part, I would have done it.
That was I loved going to that place.
Yeah,
that was like one of my favorite restaurants here.
Yeah,
and
it was just a good experience.
Yeah,
the food was good, but it wasn't the best.
No,
but it was just the overall,
the whole experience of everything.
Exactly. And so
the lighting was like it was nice. It was you drink out of mason jars.
Oh yeah,
like,
it was awesome.
Everything.
It was
great.
It was really really good. They would bring you a bucket of sausage.
Yep.
I mean, how can you hate on that?
I know.
It's more than this place has given me. No, anyway. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up.
There's actually one food place here, and it's Pluto's Dog House.
Is that really what it is?
Yep. And they sell hot dogs there.
I want to eat at Pluto's Dog House. Anyway.
I've eaten there once, and it's not good.
Really?
It's just the same hot dogs you get everywhere else.
Yeah. See, there should be an iconic Toontown food.
Yep.
What kind of cartoon food do they have?
Yeah.
I've never had a meal here, to be honest.
Let me drink dip. Like.
Yeah. Let me drink dip. I want to drink something that'll kill me.
Yeah.
Seriously, like, let's go nuts. Anyway. Did you like Roger Rabbit when it came out? Yeah.
Love Roger Rabbit.
There's so many people nowadays that are like, dude, that part with the dip with the shoe was like morally irresponsible. But you know what? It scared me as a kid, but like it didn't like scar me. Like to me, it was
I think you need to be scared a couple times when you're a kid.
Yeah,
and like you need to do that kind of stuff just to like mix things, like make it interesting.
Yeah,
and stuff. It's like you can't be all happy and fun.
I mean, like, to me, the definitive example is Bambi.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still to me one of the most iconic animated movies ever, much less Disney animated movies. And it has maybe the darkest moment in all of them.
Yeah.
So to me, Roger Rabbit, when I saw that as a kid, it was just like, okay, Judge Doom is like...
This is a bad guy.
Yeah.
And like badder than anything I'd seen before.
Yeah.
Like,
because not only, and not even just that he's bad, he's the antithesis of cartoons.
Yep.
Which, as a kid, you love.
Yeah.
Here's someone who is literally and physically erasing them.
Yep.
It was, I don't know, it was like a loss of innocence thing. I loved that as a kid.
I need to watch that again.
Although, that was the first movie I was taken to see in a theater.
Really?
And just the sight of Judge Doom, I cried, I want to leave.
Really?
I had to go. But we tried again.
Like at the beginning? Like the side of Judge, or was it at the end?
No, when you see him early on, just
really?
him in the dark uniform. Yeah, it was just
so you wouldn't have
music.
Survived the end of
the
movie.
Music was scary and all that. Yeah. But then when I saw it later, it still scared me, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I gave it a chance, but I think I was just
Yeah.
overwhelmed by the theater experience more than
because it's gigantic.
It was so big and loud.
Not this, like, seeing on your TV.
Yeah,
it's gigantic.
It was just big and loud, and I didn't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
But
they released that in theaters for an anniversary. Come on, like
I would see that in a heartbeat.
Like,
I mean, you know what though, Robert? I like Robert Zemeckis.
Yeah.
I think he's a great director and all that. But every now and then he brings up like, I'm going to do a second one.
Don't.
Oh, I really don't think you need to. You don't need to. And he kept talking about, oh, well, now with today's technology, it would be even better. It's like, I don't want to hear what you have in mind. I don't even care.
I'm not interested whatsoever.
Anyway. Well, yeah, I guess that about does it. I mean, that's Toontown. Yeah. Do you love it or do you hate it? I'm very curious to see what people say.
Yeah, I enjoy it for what it is, but it's nothing near and dear.
Yeah, I think they did a really neat job on a lot of stuff, but if it vanished, I wouldn't cry.
Yeah. And it's definitely stuck in the 90s.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Yeah,
it's
and
dated.
You know what? Our friend Jason, Jason Cryer does a lot of great artist, does a lot of stuff for us. Had a really great point. He's like, man, if they redid it today, like fresh coat of paint, and just went for like a Cuphead style.
Yeah.
You know, that very 20s. He said it's just so stuck in the 90s. And I do agree with that. But then again, some things, when they stay around just long enough, then they become cool.
Yep. So maybe this will eventually.
Because I do feel like the one thing I think about with that is, you know, I brought up Tomorrowland over in Florida. Mm-hmm. It is painfully late 90s.
Yeah.
But it's just now hitting where it rules.
Cool.
Where it's like, oh yeah, this is so late 90s. Oh my god.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was just in this phase of, okay, update this. And now it's survived long enough that it's cool.
Yeah, like and that really the ending of Carousel of Progress, like it's
great. Yeah.
And it's so 90s.
It's the last time they updated the ending of Carousel of Progress was 93. And they keep, like, every year, oh, we're going to redo it, Oh, they ran out of time. And now it's just hitting exactly what you said, the point where now it's like, oh, this is awesome.
This is just so cheesy and great.
Yeah. Certain things hit, you know, I believe that about a lot of things in the park. I was just thinking today, I was over in Critter Country, and I think it is so criminal that we lost our country bears.
Yeah.
And I remember when they got rid of that, it was like 2002, and it was like, this is lame, get this out of here. Yeah. And I feel like, man, if it stuck around like 3 more years.
It'd be so popular now.
Because then when it would have been the 50th anniversary, and the 50th anniversary at Disneyland was really, people really came around to celebrate the like, vintage old hokey stuff.
Yeah.
People started to go like, hey, that stuff's charming. And man, if it had hung in there like 3 more years, it would have been there forever. Yep. I really believe that. Carousel of Progress was moved because of because of a sponsor mandate. But that would have been beloved here too. You know, it's like things just have to stick around long enough. You know, so maybe that's what'll happen here, or maybe they should go full 20s. You know, I don't know. I don't know what should happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, it is what it is. Well, there you have it, everybody.
I think that's it.
Toontown, love it, hate it, you decide, you tell us. And we're going to end on, Kevin is going to do an awesome Roger Rabbit impression. Go.
What is he say? Please. Is that it?
Oh, hi, Eddie! Yeah.
I like, my favorite joke is probate. That, like, take big, like, my uncle had that, he had to take big pills. That's prostate.
That's in there? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
That movie's great. Go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah, it's all for kids. Every gag lands for children. I think that's why I loved that movie. It just felt, it was cartoony, but it felt like it was like just risky enough.
Yep.
Where it was like, what is this?
Yeah. It's great.
Anyway.
Cool.
All right, there you go. The end.
Yeah.
The Toontown debate. All right.
It'll rage on for years.
It will rage on for
years.
years.
There's no definitive answer.
There's no definitive answer. Yeah. In fact, I'm hesitant to even end this episode. But I will.